I stood in a dark, concrete basement staring at a pile of human bodies, and the only thing I could think about was my commission check. But let me back up. It all started with a phone call. Wait, Tony? Tony, can you hear me? I turned the volume on my phone all the way up, disconnecting the call from the Bluetooth. No service out here in BFE. Bum fucking gypped. And quite literally, as long as Egypt, the remote Appalachian village of 250 residents in eastern Connecticut. Tony, just repeat the address one more time for me, will you? My service keeps going in and out. The voice on the other end crackles. Seis and sesenta-seis. Chayne Saugh Lane. I chuckle. Tony, you're kidding me, right? 666 Chayne Saugh Lane. No. Tony's voice cuts in and out. It's spelled in, like, a French way, right? And the dude's name, Mr. John Doe, 666 Chayne Saugh Lane. I'm sure he is wonderful at parties. Collin. You. Prick. Oh, I love when you tell me sweet nothings. Tony, I tease. Call you later. I end the call and enter the address in the GPS. It's only a 25-minute drive, but with each minute I'm taken deeper and deeper into the Appalachian woods. No street lamps, of course. The dwindling light from the late afternoon struggles to make it through the dense tree canopies as I get closer to John Doe's home. Finally, I see a rusted mailbox, stuffed with rolls of newspaper, dangling on a wood post with 666 engraved on its side. This must be the place. I pull into an overgrown dirt driveway, about an acre in. I see a small ranch home nestled between crowded trees, cozy. All of the timber siding is rotted, and aged 2x4s are haphazardly nailed across every window. The grass is tall, reaching all the way up to the middle of the windows. This dude needs a lawnmower. I step out of the car and begin the trek to the house, keeping my eyes on the ground. But as I head to the front door, I see something metal sticking out of the grass. What the? I narrowly miss a bear trap. Jesus H. Christ. I catch my breath. This guy takes home security very seriously. Avoiding any further booby traps, I make it to the door and give it a knock. I wait a minute or two until I hear slow, heavy footsteps approaching from inside. John Doe begins to open the door. It lets out a long, painful scream on its hinges. Finally, with the door fully open, I take in his appearance. John Doe is extraordinarily tall. His shaved head inches from the ceiling. He wears a canvas apron that extends past his knees, sporting all kinds of miscellaneous spills and stains. But what is most striking about John Doe is his face. Well, only because I cannot see it. It is disguised by a filthy hockey mask. The only visible feature I can see are the gray eyes staring at me like he's trying to infiltrate my soul. Not everyone cares about being fashion forward. I get it. It's time for business. Hi, Mr. Doe. Is it? I'm Collin Smith of Fib Investments. We have found that Egypt, full of quaint charm and wonderful mountain views, is just the place that travelers want to visit. And sir, your house sits on prime real estate. John Doe stands silent in the doorway, yet to break his stare. Sweet, he's interested. But you seem like the kind of guy that likes people to give it to him straight. John, is it okay if I call you John? So here's the deal. We're going to buy your house for an exorbitant amount of money, kick you out, demo the place, rebuild it with the cheapest materials possible, and then list it as an Airbnb. In short, we'll make you rich. How does that sound? John Doe continues to stand like a statue. Dude hasn't even blinked yet. Whew. This is going to be a hook, line, and sinker sale. And I got even better news for you, John. If you let me in for a tour, I can write more zeros on this blank check of mine. John Doe turns back inside his house, leaving the door open. I take this as an invitation to enter. The front door leads right into the living room. Except this living room has no furniture or light fixtures. It's just a plain, open room with John standing in the center. Wow, very spacious. I compliment. You take down some of the wood on all the boarded up windows, and I bet this place has stellar natural lighting. John, silent and stoic, continues to stare. I swear this dude has not blinked once. I walk toward the kitchen. It is mostly barren. There is a small fridge, a utility sink full of what looks like clothes, purses, and shoes, and a stove littered with pots and pans, with gnats doing figure eights over the range. You know, you have a very minimalistic vibe going on here, John. Very on trend. I gesture to his apron. I notice you've gotten quite a lot of use from your apron. Big cook, I take it. Like, to grill. I just got some Wagyu beef as a gift from one of our clients. Have you ever had Wagyu before, John? John says nothing. Yeah, it's not for everyone. I get it. Sometimes, I prefer the good old sirloin. After our conversation in the kitchen, he leads me down the hall to what appears to be a bedroom. But once again, there's no furniture. The only thing in the room is some avant-garde wall decor, mostly just handcuffs chained to the wall. I look down on the floor and see brown puddles of what could be dried blood. Ooh, original hardwood floors. None of that laminate shit. This is definitely adding another zero to your check, sir. He leads me further down the hall to a barricaded door with 5 lock systems. John reaches under his apron, pulls out a massive iron ring full of keys, and takes his time opening the locks. The door opens with the same creak as the front, except this time, an odor creeps up the stairs that burns my nose. There are no lights, but I assume this must be the basement. It's where I'd keep all my smelly shit, too. He starts walking down the steps in the pitch black. I follow him until he pulls a chain and a single light bulb flickers on. The basement is a small box of gray concrete. There are no laundry machines or moving boxers, just a few human bodies piled in the corner. I pinch my nose and tiptoe to the carcasses. Jep, dead. I look back at John. All right, so we got an unfinished basement. I look at the bodies and a small rodent problem. But guess what? No biggie. We can work with this. We're going to demo this hunk of junk anyway. John blinks. I think I sold the deal. Hell yeah. We head back upstairs. So after the tour, I'm happy to add another zero to your check, Mr. Doe. Fib Investments will buy this property for $475,000. We can direct deposit this into your account in about 48 hours. John blinks again. Great. You're going to be a rich man, my friend. Congrats. After I go through all the legal mumbo-jumbo, I say my goodbye and head to my car. I wait until I'm out of Egypt to give Tony a call. Collin, you have service. So, how was it? Smooth as butter. Dude looked like he'd never seen an iPad before. But I need to tell you something. Something I saw today. What? What is it? Tony asks hastily. Inside John Doe's home. I saw my future. Tony. Minimalism. I am deep, cleaning my apartment when I get back, dude. I am so inspired right now. Gray. So happy for you, he says, slick with sarcasm. Anyway, congrats on another sale, brother. What can I say? I smile. I'm just really good with people.